As I have talked before, page 30 and page 31 won't be exempt. So today we'll look at page 32, that is conservation of mass during neutralization. As you remember, neutralization involves an acid added to an alkali. It forms salt and water. This is a chemical reaction, 化學反應. Whenever there is a chemical reaction, new substances are formed. So in this example, acid and alkali, we call them reactants, 反應物. Salt and water are products, 生成物. So salt and water are different from acid and alkali, right? So salt and water are new substances. So this is a chemical reaction. We'll look at if there's any change in mass of reactants and products. Is there any difference? Try to look at the video of this experiment, practical 9.9. In this experiment, we'll find out if there is any change in mass in neutralization. First of all, we have two test tubes. For test tube A, we'll add an acid, that is a dilute sulfuric acid. For test tube B, we'll add an alkali, that is dilute barium hydroxide solution. And we will use an electronic balance. As you know, we are looking at mass, so we need a balance, right? We will try to weight the mass of acid and alkali before they are mixing together. So we put the two test tubes into the beaker and put the beaker on the electronic balance to weight it. So we'll record the mass. You can look at the video. Afterwards, we'll mix the acid and the alkali, that is barium hydroxide solution, together. And then we'll shake the test tube. When this solution makes neutralization occur, look at the video. What will be observed? There should be something happen. So when you put the test tube into the test tube rack, what will be observed after 10 minutes? There would be some white precipitates, because this time they form a salt which is insoluble in water. Now you know that actually not all salts are soluble in water. Some salts, some chemical salts, may not be soluble. In this experiment, this salt, we call it barium sulfate, which is insoluble in water. This salt cannot be added. Okay, you cannot add it. But what you have to know that some salts are soluble, just like table salt. Table salt is soluble in water, but some salts are insoluble, just like this one. And then go back to this experiment. We put the test tube A and B back into the beaker and put it on the balance again. We try to record the mass after the neutralization reaction. So is there any change in mass? Look at the video. There should be no change. No change. Because in neutralization reaction, actually the mass of reactions and products is conserved. 守恒. There won't be any change in mass during neutralization. Actually, not only neutralization, but for all chemical reaction. Remember, all chemical reaction, mass of reactants and products are conserved. On page 34, this part is easy. We'll look at application of neutralization in our daily life, such as brushing teeth with toothpaste. Toothpaste actually is slightly alkaline because it neutralizes the acid produced from bacteria in the mouth. And you know that actually most food is acidic, right? Most food, most sauces are acidic. So the design of the toothpaste is alkaline. It also neutralizes the acid produced from the bacteria in the mouth to prevent tooth decay. This example we have talked about last lesson, that is treating stomachache with antacid, because some kinds of stomachache is due to the excess acid, that is concentrated hydrochloric acid, produced by our stomach. So the antacid is alkaline. Usually it is a magnesium hydroxide or aluminum hydroxide. It neutralizes the excess acid in the stomach so that to relieve the stomach. But please be reminded that not all the stomachache is caused by excess acid. So please consult the doctor when you have stomachache. Don't take the pills by yourself. And then for soil pH, plants cannot grow if the soil is too acidic or too alkaline. So that something has to be added to regulate the soil pH. Usually we add lime. Lime is an alkaline. When we add lime into the soil, it neutralizes the acid in the soil. For this one, we can treat the insect sting, such as wasp stings. Wasp stings is alkaline. We can apply acidic substance, such as vinegar, to neutralize the alkali in wasp stings. But actually, I will suggest if you are stained by wash, please go to visit the doctor because maybe there's some toxic substance. For ant bites is acidic. We can use baking soda to neutralize the acid in ant bites. How about mosquito? Actually, mosquito bites are also acidic. We can apply some some alkaline substance such as soup, fan okay? We can apply some soup to the affected area so that it can help to ease the itch. 痕癢 Most chemical waste is toxic, and these chemical wastes are acidic or alkaline. When they go into the water, it would affect and harm the aquatic life. So we have to neutralize these chemical wastes with acid or alkaline so that to reduce water pollution. Okay, please try to finish the checkpoint on page 36 by yourself. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, class.